Hi, this is Sue for Parkies and Me, my journey with Parkinson's. I just thought I'd hop on and talk about knowing my limits and also knowing my husband. There's a saying that goes like this: pride goeth before a fall. And that is something maybe every older person, every person who finds himself with less stability, should actually have that in their head. Pride goeth before a fall. Or being too proud to use assistance in the form of walking sticks or walking poles may goeth before a fall, that's for sure. I find my walking poles are really excellent, and I talked about them at length in one of my previous podcasts, and I just wanted to talk about not only them but knowing your limits. So we're a couple of days into a 5-day stint staying in North Yorkshire in a place called Goathland, where Heartbeat was a program that we used to love. So we're about halfway through, and my husband loves this area, as do I, but he is a passionate walker. He loves the fresh air. He loves seeing the steam trains go past. He just loves being in this environment. And because of me, he can only have short walks with me. And so ever since we arrived here the other day, I've been saying to him, you have to get out on one of your long walks. I can't be responsible for holding you back. I need you to be happy. I need you to have what you need. And so I have been encouraging him all week, and he's procrastinated a little bit or wanted to spend some time with me perhaps. Stranger things have happened. And so I've been trying to get him to go on one of these long walks, and he has now gone. We went for a walk this morning for a couple of hours, and I managed quite well, but he couldn't walk at his usual pace. I couldn't walk at my previous pace either. And we just took it quietly, but I managed a couple of hours, so I was quite pleased with that. But there was a part of me that felt like saying, no, let's go a little further, I can do better than that. And perhaps getting us into a sticky situation where I had been okay walking to that point, but walking back from that point to the hotel might have proven to be a bit much. I think I'm getting a lot better at recognising the symptoms and signs of when I am becoming overly fatigued. And in listening to my body, I'm keeping us both safe. So for a second or two this morning, I thought, I'll tell him that I'm going to be okay. And we'll go for a nice long walk this afternoon. But when we were out for our walk, I thought to myself, the thing that would happen if things went awry is my husband not only would miss out on his long walk, but we would end up with some issues, perhaps needing me to go to hospital or something if I fell over because I've overdone things. So, you have to listen to your body, you have to know your limits, and you can't be too proud. I used to not like being seen with my walking poles, but while we've been over here in the UK, lots of people who look very fit and able, much more fit and able than I am, I've seen them with walking poles, and I think they're getting more popular. So rather than being uncool, I am very cool, because the thing is to use walking poles. I'm on trend, yay me. So I think it's important to understand your limits, and also recognising other support things that you need. I know, for instance, if I'm going to eat biscuits or cake, anything that has crumbs, that I may need to make sure that I've got water nearby. I have been caught sometimes without water, and I've been eating a scone or something like that, and the tiniest little crumb will go down the wrong way, and I cough and I cough and I cough. And it's not nice. It's not nice for me. It's not nice for anybody within earshot. And so what I do now is I always make sure I have a glass of water, I have a bottle of water, I have water in some form that I can throw down my neck and wash down whatever's causing the irritation. So it's about being aware that if I'm going to order a certain something on the menu, does it have lots of crumbs that are going to come off? Will I therefore need to make sure that I have water with me when I'm eating said cake or biscuit? So those little things like that, I know that I've got some problems potentially with my teeth, and so I need to make sure that I don't chew anything too hard on my teeth and cause myself injury and a necessity to go to the dentist and pay a lot of money to get them fixed up. So I have to be very aware of that. Just trying to think what else. What are the limits? Another thing is about knowing when to rest and when not to rest. And when back pain is back pain that makes me stop walking, and back pain that is needed to continue walking. So I've got a lot better now at judging what is happening with my back. My husband rubs a cream on it called EvoFlex. That's EVOFLEX. And it does wonders for my back. I've got lots of noise outside my room now, just because I'm trying to record something. And I've lost my train of thought. So it's important to know that you need water when you're eating something. It's important to know that you've got to bring your medication with you. I've started bringing all my medication for the whole day with me right up until bedtime, just in case something should occur and I am not within easy reach of my medication and it becomes problematic. So it's just developing strategies for walking and for being out and about, and making sure too that others know what you're doing. I now say to my husband, Aid, I'm just going to take my breakfast tablets now. And he acknowledges that, and then I take them and I say, Aid, I've just taken my breakfast medications. He will acknowledge that, he will look at the clock, he will know what time it was, and he'll have a rough idea of when I'm going to next need some meds. So yeah, I've done quite well with walking the last couple of days, but I have realised since I've been here that I need to have, if I've had a couple of really busy days, I need to have a rest day as well. So I really need to have a day when I'm not doing anything particularly strenuous so that I can recover, so that I can do the things that I do. I do know that my back, if I sit for too long, it will start to get tweaky and I will have to have a rest for a while. But sometimes, actually most times when I wake up in the morning, my back is quite uncomfortable, but that's because it's just needs to move. The surgeon that did my surgery on my back said backs really like movement, they really like walking. And so I have to do some walking, I have to do some squats to tighten up my core and to strengthen my legs and my knees. So I've got a few things to do. So at the moment, my ability to go great distances is somewhat hampered, but I'm getting better all the time. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So my husband is at the moment doing his long walk, and I guess he'll come along soon. And I'll tell him all about how I have been trying to record this, and there's all sorts of people yahooing, they sound like they're yahooing, talking really loudly right outside my bedroom door, which doesn't help for recording because it's in the background. And yeah, I'll have to try and edit it out, won't I? So yeah, just a little short one. This is Sue for Parkies and me, my journey with Parkinson's. Kia kaha, be brave, be strong, be you.